So I just wanted to quickly come on here and say that my hair probably looks greasy and oily because I'm using the brand new Way dry shampoo foaming thing. I don't really know how much I like it. It's my second time using it. I don't know if I'm using too much. I don't know if I'm using not enough. I don't know if I'm working it in properly. I have no idea. So if my hair looks greasy and oily, that's why. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a what's in my Disney backpack bag video. I went to Disney on Sunday and Monday, for those of you who didn't see the last video. I know this video was supposed to be up on Sunday, but I went to go edit this video and I hated it, and it was already Saturday night, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna film it and save it for Thursday. That I have is from Matte and Nat. This is the Mumbai carbon / silver color, and I love it. The only issue I have with this bag, I have two issues, and they're really not that big of a deal, but to me it's like, you know, if I had spent full price for this, it would have been more of a deal, more of a big deal, but since I only paid $50 for it, I'm not that upset about it. So the one thing is it doesn't have like a for sure closure. So for this bag, you have to like loop it through here and then loop it through here to really make sure it's tightly shut. And the other thing is this part of the bag hits like right at your like side, so when you have your arm on the strap, it like digs into your side. It's not that bad because you can kind of maneuver it, and so it's not like right in your side, but naturally that's where it lays on me anyways. I don't know if you were like shorter or something, if it would be different, but for me that's how it is. And I like the fact that it doesn't hang super low, like it doesn't hang all the way at my butt. I hate backpacks that hang really low because it's just not comfortable for me. So yeah, this is the larger size. I almost got the small, but I'm really glad that I didn't because I feel like the small would have been too small. So I'm gonna go through and tell you guys what I keep in my bag for Disney. Some of these things I use, some of these things I didn't use, some of these things I don't even know why I have them in here, or if I would ever put it back in my bag for Disney ever again. So obviously the first thing is my phone. I have an OtterBox case, I'll leave the case down below, and I have a donut pop socket on it as well because yeah. And then, so I'm gonna start with the pockets first. So in like the open pocket that doesn't have a zip, and once my bag's empty I'll actually show you guys the inside of it, I keep my makeup products, which I actually have one more and I think it's at the bottom of my bag, so I'll get to that when I get to it. But I keep Blistex because nobody likes chapped lips, especially when you're at a theme park, because it's not fun. Just don't do it. I keep my concealer brush. This is a Real Techniques deluxe crease brush, so it's really for your crease, but I use it for my concealer. And then obviously concealer. This is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Light 1 Chantilly. It's what I've been using forever. And then my Dior Lip Maximizer Collagen Active Lip Gloss. I'm obsessed with this stuff. I love it. It's a really nice gloss, and it gives you kind of like a My Lips but better tint. So it's not too noticeable, but I really like it, and it's something that I keep with me 99% of the time. So next thing, it's kind of optional, but I highly recommend it, especially if you're going to be spending a lot of time at the park and not a lot of time in your hotel room, which is deodorant. I kept mine in my bag, and every time we went to the bathroom I just kind of freshened up a little bit. I don't know if that's healthy or not, but I just feel so gross because it's so sweaty and hot. And granted, it wasn't that bad this weekend, it was actually pretty cool, but for Disney standards anyways, so it wasn't as needed, but I highly suggest it. And this is just the Degree Motion Sense Ultra Clear Black and White Pure Clean Invisible Solid 48 hours. that's a mouthful. I don't know if that's the full name, but yeah. So I keep that in there. And then there is an Animal Kingdom map. My mom and I haven't been to Animal Kingdom since Mount Everest opened, which was in like 2006. So it's been about 11 years since we first, or not since we first went to Animal Kingdom, since we last went to Animal Kingdom. So we went to Animal Kingdom, obviously, that's why I have the map. And because we haven't been there in so long, we got a map because we needed to figure out where we were going. If it's Epcot or Hollywood Studios or Magic Kingdom, we know exactly where we're going. Animal Kingdom, not so much. I could tell you how to get to Kilimanjaro Safari and Mount Everest, but still, I could get lost in that place. Okay, then this actually is from me just not putting it in my suitcase. So I wouldn't keep a brush with me. I'm not that sort of person that has to brush my hair constantly. My dad, however, is. He loves to brush his hair. So this is just a wet brush. I love that thing. It's my savior. If I did not have one, I like rip my hair out because when I shower and I'm washing my hair, it just gets super knotted and gross. Not gross because it's clean, but you know, it's just not fun. So the next thing I do actually keep in my bag is makeup wipes. I try and find like the one package that doesn't have as many in them, so the one that's probably been the most used, because I don't necessarily need a lot. It's not like I'm removing my makeup in the middle of the park, but sometimes if I'm not wearing makeup, like foundation and stuff, I like to use that to freshen up. If it's been a really hot day, or if we're not going to the hotel anytime soon and I just feel like I need a pick-me-up, this is really nice because they're sometimes cool and whatnot. So you could get the travel size, but I just take whatever I have with me. And then obviously I have more makeup wipes at the hotel, but that's just always nice to have. Next thing I keep with me is a first aid kit. Now it's a tiny little first aid kit and it's not going to solve all of your problems, but it has band-aids, it has hand cleansing wipes, and then I think it has some Neosporin. Or maybe not. No, it just has band-aids and some gauze, and that's pretty much it. But honestly, I have been stuck at Disney where I've had blisters and those suck. And sometimes you don't want to wait until you're at the first aid area. You want a band-aid then, like right then and there, and you don't want to walk anymore. And so I like to keep these. I don't necessarily, it depends on what bag I'm using. With my backpack, I can obviously keep a big thing like this, even though it's not that big, but using my Rebecca Minkoff bag, my mini Mac, I definitely have to, you know, take some band-aids out and put them in a little pocket and whatnot. So yeah, another thing I tend to keep in my backpack, but I didn't take this trip because I knew I wouldn't need it, is any like feminine products. If you know it's your time of the month or it's coming up and you're not sure, definitely keep them in your bag because there's nothing worse than being stuck at Disney and not having anything. Granted, you can find it, but it's just miserable, especially if you know, it's heavy. Like, I don't know, if this is gross for some people, I'm sorry, but it's just like, if you're a female, you get it. So yeah, don't get stuck at Disney without any feminine products. Okay, next thing, which kind of is in and out of my bag depending on what we're doing, are sunglasses. These are just Kate Spade like aviator type sunglasses. For me, I like to keep them on top of my head if we're like walking around and I don't necessarily need them. Otherwise they're on, and I don't know why I did that. But if we're on like a ride, like we went on the Frozen Ever After ride, and even though I didn't need to take them off, I felt like I had to because it was a new ride. I didn't know what to expect and whatnot. So yeah, they just kind of go in and out of my bag. If you're really worried about them breaking or scratching, keep a case with you. I didn't, so they just, you know, went in and out of my bag. But yeah. Okay, so then next thing is something that I did just throw in my bag, honestly, when I was taking pictures, because if I'm wearing a lip product that isn't just lip gloss or whatever, I will put it in my bag. So this is the MAC Viva Glam Miley Cyrus. It's no longer available, but it's like one of my favorites, so sorry. You could buy Light Candy Yum Yum. Granted, this one's a little bit darker, but I don't care. Next thing is Batiste Dry Shampoo. I am using the Way Dry Shampoo, which I kind of have like a love-hate relationship with it right now because I feel like my hair looks super greasy, even though it doesn't look greasy, but I don't know. I just can't figure it out right now. I don't know if I'm using too much or too little or what it is. So if you know how to use it, please let me know in the comments below. I've looked at reviews, tutorials, like, you know, whatever on this stuff, and I just cannot figure it out. But anyways, so this has been my like fave go-to, so I just keep a little mini one in my bag because at Disney my hair gets super oily and it's really annoying, especially if you're at the parks and you're like, my hair is oily, don't look at me please. So yeah, granted, my mom and I, we don't take a lot of pictures at Disney of ourselves. We take a lot of pictures of like the attractions and stuff, but I don't even think my mom and I have a picture in front of the castle or anything like that. So it's not that big of a deal, but at the same time, I just feel weird if my hair is greasy and oily. So probably doesn't help that I'm like messing with it, but whatever. Last thing, in like the big opening of my backpack with my hair looking really weird, is my wallet. Now normally it would not be this big, but because I'm using a big purse right now, I'm using my Louis Vuitton Neverfull, I can get away with this. Normally I actually have a smaller one like this, exact same model, like, or exact same everything, except it's like cut in half, so it's a little bit smaller. So if I'm using like my mini Mac, I can get away with it, or if I just want a smaller wallet, then I use that, or I have a little Rebecca Minkoff like card holder that can hold cash and credit card and an ID, and I'm good to go. So it really just depends on what you want, but I like this one, so yeah, I just, you know, have it in there. It's nice. I got it ages ago at Saks Off 5th. If you're looking for a good wallet, go there because you can find designer things for like cheaper prices, so or online, that and Nordstrom Rack. So then in the zip pocket, I tend to keep more like electronic things because, or technology items, because I feel like they're all in one place. They can't really, you know, fall out, and it's just easy to find. So I keep a little plug-in with an iPhone charger because sometimes you get lucky and either at lunch you're sitting next to an outlet, or maybe you're just at Epcot and you just want to sit inside in air conditioning. You can typically find a plug-in and charge your phone. So I've never had to do that, especially right now because I do have a brand new phone, so my battery's pretty good. But just in case, I like to keep this with me. And then also I like to keep my camera with me because even though I do have a phone and I can take pictures on that, I thought I was gonna vlog the weekend. I decided not to, as I just like threw my camera at me. I decided not to because I kind of just, I don't know. I've never vlogged at Disney before with my mom, and it's not that vlogging with my mom is weird, but I just didn't want to do it. I just wanted to take pictures and kind of have fun. So not that vlogging isn't fun. I don't know what I'm saying, and I'm like, I feel like I'm digging myself a hole. But anyway, so I have pictures. If you want me to upload them on Instagram, I will. I've already uploaded one. I'm probably gonna upload another one today. Anyways, so clearly it is the next day. My camera died on me, which has never happened before. Like, it's never died while I'm filming. So I really don't know how to do this, but basically I'll show you guys like the very last thing that was in my bag, and yeah. So really in any bag that I have, depending on what I'm doing and where I'm going, I like to keep portable chargers. So I have two different ones. This one's from Bando, and I'll leave a link down below to this one. And then this one's just a portable charger from Target, I think. I got it in my stocking one year. And yeah, I like it. And I like the fact that a lot of portable chargers have the same charging thing for the actual charger, because then it just makes it easier. So I try and get portable chargers that always have the same. So like, I don't really care if it uses a USB to actually charge the phone, but I want to know like what it uses to actually charge the charger itself. So like these two have the exact same kind of charging cables, and this one obviously you don't need a USB for, this one you do. So there's so many different things out there. You can get, charging cases, you can get, things that you just like place your phone on top of. I don't know how those work, so don't even ask me, but yeah, so I like these, and they're 99% of the time either in my car or my purse or my Disney bag. It just kind of depends on what I'm doing. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below, something that you will always have in your bag or with you. I don't care what it is, let me know, and I will see you guys later. Bye!